Hey lovelies, I'll be showing you guys how I made my OHA soup. This is my dry fish, and this is my kpomo, my cow skin. Yeah, okay. The next thing you'll be seeing is my uziza seed. I was opportune to see uziza seed in the market this morning. I decided to get it. My love for the uziza seed and the aroma. This is my protein. I'll be using goat meat as my protein. Yeah, so that is our goat meat there. The next thing on our list is our crayfish. Yes, so our crayfish is there. You have to first select it out, pick out all the dirt. Usually crayfish usually come with a lot of dirt, okay? And yeah, this is my fresh OHA leaf. Oh god, asa OHA. You can see the OHA is given now. It's given 100 over 100 minus none. So it's giving me joy. So this is our stockfish, and first we have to place our pot on fire, then add our protein, add some seasoning. I've added some seasoning, I'm steaming it. Then I add a little dry pepper, because the uziza seed I showed earlier, it's also hot, so I don't want to over add pepper to the steaming of the protein, because I have toddlers in the house. They have to eat from this, okay? We cover the pot to bring everything to a boil. So when it has boiled for like 5 minutes, we have to check on it to see. So we have to add our dry fish. Once we add our dry fish, we add our stockfish to the pot. And the next thing in the list is kpomo, which is cow skin. We add it also to the pot. And at this point, since it has been steaming all this while, we have to add water properly to continue cooking the soup. We add the water that we use to cook the soup at this point. So this very point, we have added the water, and we'll try to make, at this point we have to make the kpomo and other things that we just added now to also be soft, to be tender, not to be hard. Okay, we cover it to cook for some minutes also before we come back to it again. When we come back to it, so once we've covered it, we now go back to our OHA. Yeah, so we have to plug it one after the other. And if you can wash my hand, you see how I was able to pick it out and cut some people use knife to cut it, but it's not advisable anyway, though you do what works for you. So at this point, I'm picking the OHA leaf. You have to be very quick not to add the strong ones, because most OHA do come with strong ones. So you have to be so careful not to add strong OHA leaf to what you are picking, because OHA is meant to be very soft and very tender. Where as you are plugging it, you are also timing what we put on fire, the things we are cooking. So you can see my hand where I'm breaking the is it breaking or what? I don't know how I'm able to use my hand to pieces the OHA, to dismantle the OHA, So at this point, our OHA is ready. It's just for us to wash it. The OHA leaf is also ready. We don't no much things again to do. You just have to, after picking it this way, you just have to put water. You put water, then once you have added your water, you wash it thoroughly like 2-3 times, okay, so that it will be so clean and sand free. Most of these things are not properly handled, so we just have to be very careful when putting it on. So at this point, some persons add uziza leaf, but since I have the fresh seed, so I don't really want to add the uziza leaf any longer, and my OHA was a kind of mush also. So, and I'm not cooking with ogiri. Ogiri is also one of the best ingredients recommended for cooking OHA, so I don't have ogiri. My reasons is kept for me. I have reasons of not making use of ogiri, but my subsequent video on OHA, I will show you how to use ogiri. But it's not something that people don't know about. It's something you can always get. So at this point we are done with our OHA. So we have gone our crayfish to pound and set it aside. Okay, we are pounding the crayfish this period, and after pounding the crayfish, the next thing we are going to do is to set it aside, because we'll be adding it later. Very soon we'll be adding it to the pot so that everything will cook together. And so we'll pound the crayfish and the uziza seed that I showed you guys earlier. For those people, there's a lot of uziza seed anyway. Sorry, different types, about 2 types. We have the fresh one and the dry one. The fresh one is always very, very scarce. You can't really, you don't see it regularly, but the dry one is always there at any given time. Is always there. So as I was opportune to get this fresh one, I was so happy because I love the freshness from the uziza seed. So I'm done pounding that. I scoop it out from the mortar. Then I have to add the uziza immediately, the uziza seed. I added the uziza seed immediately and pound it also, because I'll be adding 2 of them simultaneously. Not is a must, but that is how I like adding it. Okay, you just have to. So and that is it for the crayfish. So we are back to the uziza. You can see the freshness. I wish you can perceive the aroma from this uziza seed. It's giving heavenly, as in the aroma is giving heavenly. So we pound the uziza seed. We pound it so well, pound it so smooth to your taste. Everybody have taste. Some people want it so smooth, some people want it just not that smooth. For me, I think I'm among those people that don't really like it to be that smooth, so that I'll be seeing some particles in the soup. Okay, so I hope you guys have not forgotten that we are cooking what? OHA soup, our delicious OHA soup. That is 100% Igbo food. So Igbo soup, sorry. So this soup can be paired with any swallow of your choice, any swallow, but I think it's best combined with fufu, santana, akpo, loi, anyone you call it. Okay, so at this point we are done with our uziza seed. We are so much done with it, so we have to go back to what we put on the fire. At this point, everything is soft, everything is tender already. So I added my seasoning. Hope you did not forget I added seasoning when I was steaming it, so I don't want to add more, so that it won't be too much. So I need to add some salt. When I was steaming it, I didn't steam it with salt. I only steam it with seasoning and pepper. So here comes our crayfish in the pot. We just added the crayfish. The next thing we'll be adding is our uziza seed, our pounded uziza seed. So you turn it so well for everything to incorporate so well. So we add this uziza immediately. So after adding the uziza, I don't think there is no much things to do again. You just have to let's not forget, I'm not using a day. Some persons can use a day, you get, which is cocoyam. You can use any ticknee of your choice, but what I'll be using as my ticknee is achi. I'll be using achi. So I'll be showing you guys maybe in my subsequent videos on how I was able to make that achi. I made it fresh by myself. So at this point, I added some water also. I added some water so that everything will be, it will not be too thick. So we have to go to our mixing of achi. That is achi. Achi is brownish in color. You get. Then there's one they called achi of. There are a lot. so I'm using achi to it. So my reason of adding oil, palm oil to my achi is to make it to loosen up when I put it in the pot, so that it won't have lumps. You get? If you just pour it like that inside the pot, it will have lumps, but you have to mix it thoroughly with palm oil. No need of adding palm oil into your pot, so that the oil will not be much, so it will be moderate. The oil you'll be using to mix the achi should be the oil you use in cooking the soup. Hope you are understanding the procedure. So you don't need to add extra oil, except probably you don't like much oil, you can use little. So the quantity as you want the oil to be, that is what you use to mix the achi. But me, I don't like my soup to be so oily, so like it looks like palm oil soup, like palm fruit soup. So that is why I do mine this way. It will not have lumps, it will just mix directly in the pot. So we have just added the achi into the pot. So you mix it thoroughly, mix it so well, so everything will mix. So at this point the soup is ready. It's so ready to devour. So after adding it, I think I noticed that it was a bit thick, because when the achi come to a boil, when the soup come to a boil, it's become thicker than this. So I added some water to loosen it up a bit. But if you like it so thick, you can leave it that way. If you like it more loosen up, you can add whatever you want. So at this point, this is the time to wash out my OHA leaf. So I'm washing out the OHA leaf now, because this is the next thing we are doing. Once we have put this, we are done. Our soup is ready, super ready. Okay, so I washed OHA. I washed it twice because it was so neat, so neat. Some OHA comes with a lot of dirt, but this was so neat because it was it was a fresh one, fresh from the market this morning. So I just wash it out, and the next thing is to just put it on the just have to add to the pot. Okay, and our soup is super ready. Okay, so just make sure that everything is well selected and well cleansed. Okay, so now we are putting our check it out now. Check the way it's poto. Okay, just add the OHA leaf, and the soup is ready to be devoured. It's ready to be consumed by a hungry stomach. So at this point, you don't need to leave the leaf to cook further. After stirring it, you just bring it off the heat to avoid the leaf dying off. Okay, so just you dish out, and you pair with your swallow. So what swallow do you think you will pair this soup with? Oh my god. So at this point, we are dishing out what we are gonna eat. Yeah, I'm dishing out what we are gonna eat. So if you know what you think you'll be pairing this soup with, comment in the comment section. Okay, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, as I'll be bringing you guys lovely videos. Okay, thank you, and please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know what you'll be pairing this soup with in the comment section. Love you guys.